What's up guys, Learning with Rich here. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to rehost your ceiling hosted families to your reference plane. Okay, so this is another way of doing your modeling. So aside of placing your reference, or I mean your lighting fixtures to your ceiling, you can also place that on your reference plane. If you want another way of controlling, let's say, the elevation of your lighting fixtures. Okay, so let's try to use our reference plane instead of ceiling. So let's try this option. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's create a new project here. So new project. We'll be using an electrical template, but take note you can also use this, or you can also apply this technique that I'm going to show you to other discipline or to other ceiling hosted families. Okay, so let's do this. So on the project browser, as you can see, we are on the 0 dash lighting floor plan. So what I'm going to do is, since we are going to place a ceiling hosted family, so we are going to create a ceiling. Okay, so I select the ceiling here using the sketch ceiling. So let's create a rectangular shape ceiling here. Okay, and then let's just place, and then just okay. Any size will do. And then take note that you will not be able to see that because you are on the floor plan. You will not be able to see the ceiling. So that's why you need to go to the ceiling plan here. So let's go to the 0 ceiling elect. And then there's our ceiling. Now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to insert our lighting fixture. So let's go to the systems. Let's go to the lighting fixture. And then let's go to the properties. Make sure you are selecting 600 by 600 because that is the size of our ceiling. So let's select that one. And make sure the placement here is placed on face. Let's click that. And then let's place our lighting fixtures. Let's place that. There you go. Alright, and then just modify. Okay, now let's say for example you want to rehost your lighting fixtures to your reference plane for some reason. Okay, so we do this way sometimes on our projects. So we do not place our lighting fixtures on the ceiling. We just place it on our reference plane. Okay, because most of the time architectural designers change their architectural model. Sometimes it mess up the MEP model. Okay, so that's why we just sometimes we place our lighting fixtures or any ceiling hosted families to our reference plane. But let's say for example you already placed that to your ceiling. Okay, so how are you going to rehost that? Okay, so to do that, so let's say I'm gonna create first a section here so we can see this on our section view. Okay, so there you go. And then let me just double click the section head here to open the ceiling. Oh, I mean to open the section. What am I saying? Okay, so there you go. Okay, now the next thing that we're gonna do is, since we want this to be rehost to our reference planes, okay, so let us just go to the work plane here of our systems tab and then select reference plane. And then just draw your reference plane. Okay, so you have an option. If you want, you can rename your reference plane. So let's say, for example, I click that to rename it or put a name. So let's say this one is Area 1 RP or reference plane or whatever name that you want. And then just enter. So there you go. You now have a named reference plane. Okay, and then modify. Okay, so in your side, you link the architectural model and then you go to the ceiling plan and then you put the lighting fixtures. Okay, so you don't have any control there since that one is since the ceiling there is link model. So you don't have control to move the elevation of your lighting fixture. So let's say you want to change the height. Okay, you cannot change the ceiling so that your lighting fixture will follow the ceiling. Okay, so that is one reason we are putting that on the reference plane so that we don't need to change the architectural model ceiling because we can't do that. Okay, so we need to tell them that this one needs to be changed, the height of the ceiling to be changed so that our lighting fixture will adjust once the ceiling changes as well. So we can't do that in if that is a link model. So that's the reason why we just put it on our ceiling, or that is just one of the reason. Okay, so right now we can just simply change the ceiling here, the ceiling height, and then the lighting fixture will follow that, right? So if I change this to, let's say, 3000, so the lighting fixture will follow. Okay, but if this is a link model, you will not be able to do that because only the architectural side can change the ceiling height. Okay, so that's the reason why we are putting our ceiling here. We put our lighting fixtures or other um, ceiling hosted families to our reference plane. Okay, it's just not all the time, it's just sometimes. Okay, so now how to rehost your lighting fixtures. So you just select the lighting fixtures, and then you have an option here, edit work plane. So just click that one, and then since you already named your reference plane, so you can just use the name option here, and then you click the drop down arrow, and then just select the named reference plane here. Just click that one, and then when you select OK, there you go. So your lighting fixtures is now hosted to that reference plane. So if I move that, so all the lighting fixtures will follow as well. But just in case you created a reference plane that is not named, so let's say I create another one. Okay, so I'm going to select these lighting fixtures or the ceiling hosted families or hosted family. So I select that, and then I select edit work plane. So if I want to select this one, I'm just going to go ahead and select pick a plane. So let's say this one doesn't have a name, because if this one, this reference plane got a name, I can just click the drop down here and then select that particular reference plane here. But since we do not name this one, so you can use pick a plane here. Just click pick a plane and then OK, and then just click that reference plane. There you go. So it's now hosted to that reference plane. Okay? So that's it. So that's another way of doing your modeling. Okay, so hopefully you learned something from this video. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can just put it on the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So once again, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.